I don't know if it's breaking news, but rumor has it that he was very shocked that he was benched. Um, Thoughts on that, Canal?
Well, you can see the headline there. Panthers are benching Bryce Young. Andy Dalton will start next week. Um, I Surprising isn't the right word. I mean, you knew it was supposed to come,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I mean, Dave Canales is what was brought in there to kind of be the Bryce Young whisperer. So maybe this is just an opportunity for them to take a step back, let Andy Dalton guide the team without Bryce being in the headlines. Because there is another foot video of Bryce out here, and he looks like he's ready to start crying out there on the field. Like it's if you're a young quarterback, you don't want to get
That's
thrown into that situation.
You're frustrated. Like you're
Yeah.
just frustrated at the what's going on out there and stuff like that. Um, 18 for 26, 84 yards, interception, took 2 sacks, QBR of 6.4. I don't know what else to say. Chuba Hubbard gave him 64 yards in that game. They lost 26-3. It wasn't as bad as their first week, but still they lost 26-3 to the Chargers. Um, for me, the short of it is I'm still not gonna give up on him because there's two sides to this. There is the one side where everyone just thinks you just suck. That's it. You were a first round pick. You
It
suck,
it doesn't help his
and you
case that CJ Stroud is playing so well, man. Like
right.
he's
It
playing
doesn't help
CJ
his
Stroud is
case.
playing lights out.
He's playing for a Super Bowl this year,
Yeah, like
especially after their acquirements and stuff like that. You would at least think the Panthers should be going like 7 to 9 wins, looking to this year with all their acquirements too in the offseason. But I think at the end of the day, there's two sides to it. The ones where the people say he's a bust, and the other side is where this man went through what, two sets of every year. He went through about like two sets of quarterbacks and like coaching staff and stuff and different offenses and stuff. And knowing how offenses are ran, that's not good if you can't even get your young quarterback on something. Like we've seen this with Baker Mayfield, with the Browns, and some other folks too across the league. So I'm actually in the camp of just like this man didn't have a good foundation under him with the Carolina Panthers. Even people have said the front office wasn't good. They didn't even support him in that first year. They even took like what they put him on training wheels and stuff like that instead of just letting him fly. So granted, it's very frustrating. I still think I need to see if Dave Canales is like the answer for them because it could also be on him too, and he could be out the door as well. If things continue.
yeah, I mean he's a rookie head coach and he's not having a good start, but I think the foundation for Bryce is probably so bad that we don't actually even really know how good he could be just because of all the bad that led up to it, and just the level of frustration you could see it on Bryce's face in that video. Like he just can't think he can do anything right, and so this isn't a permanent thing. Um, and if you're the Panthers organization, you hate having to kind of take a step backward, but might be a chance for you to take two steps forward because I think if you just keep down this path, you're never going to know how good he could be for you. And
Hmm.
so it's better to do this process now early because we know how valuable those rookie contracts are for quarterbacks or for teams because it allows you to build a lot of pieces. I mean, Houston went to town on that right now with putting pieces around CJ Stroud. Um, so, I mean, I can see it for at least a couple games. We'll see after that. Not saying they're going to do much better with Andy Dalton. I just think it gives them an opportunity for Bryce Young to kind of sit back and just see how it's done.
I mean, when we see Andy Dalton now, though, now you're going to see like a veteran that at least can have some poise, even with a terrible O line and stuff like that. But then I need to see when Andy Dalton is in there, how this team is functioning,
Because that, that,
because
that
that
tells
will
you a lot
tell you
more.
everything.
Yeah, that tells you a lot more about Dave Canales, right?
Right, because that is, I don't think I want to put this all on Bryce, but granted, I do know there's a lot more pressure on him only due to the fact that they have what we got all these like we at least what they didn't get another receiver.
I think his
Um,
receiving core is Deontay Johnson
it was Deontay Johnson. That's who
and
they went
Adam
after.
Thielen, I think.
Yeah. And they didn't really Tommy Tremble, 3 for 23, but nothing's really helping here.
The
All
big
over
the
the
big
place.
investments that they made for him was the offensive line pieces for sure.
Yeah, and I don't think it's helping right now because he's being hurried up. They even have Michael Jackson from the Seahawks over there as well, and I don't know, man. You go from the Seahawks to that, and I don't know, probably some frustration. But he did play for them. After that, I think we traded him over there. Oh yeah, we traded him over there for a player that we don't even have on the roster anymore.
Yeah, and so
So
this with this kind of stuff, it gives you the opportunity. It's scientific, right? You change one variable, you continue to run the things the same way, and you see how it performs. I mean, granted, you're not playing the same team every week, but I don't know who Carolina has next on their schedule. But swapping in Andy Dalton, seeing a and if you see a semi-functioning offense, then all right, Bryce just needs time, and then maybe we'll reassess. Um, but yeah, it is. It's not ready to. I'm not ready to call Bryce Young a bust yet. I mean, I was always saying C.J. Stroud number one. I never quite understood why he was getting slated as much. C.J. Stroud was, but Bryce Young still has the ability. He showed it in college to lead an offense, and we just need to find a way to get that. If you're a Carolina Panthers organization member, you just need to find a way to get that to come out.
pretty much, pretty much, man. So yeah, hey, Bryce, just soak it in. You'll come back. This is a lot of adversity for you, man. Um, Hopefully it works out in your favor. It may not be with this team because if you can at least get a second chance somewhere else, that'll be kind of great. But we'll see, man. It sucks that you have to go through this, and hey, take some time to get better. That's all we can say. Just go into the chamber, go underground if you need to. Come back maybe one day and have like a Geno year for yourself,
The,
and
the,
then continue to go up from there.
I will say that there is a trend of a lot of quarterbacks having redemption arcs. You look at Sam Darnold, you look at Geno, you look at Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, this isn't the end of Bryce Young that as we know it today. So we'll see what's in store for him.
Of course, man.
Yep, and that's all from us here at Miss Reps. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you again next time.
Peace.